As I say so often, when you read the Bible, remember that it's not just about people who lived a long time ago. The Bible is really about us. And I often encourage you, when you read a passage, try to put yourself in the passage. Try to identify with one of the people that might be you, might be us, might be me. Now, in my bulletin article, I talked about Martha. Martha was a very active one. She wanted to get things done. If you're that kind of person, maybe think about her. Mary was the more contemplative one. She would sit and ponder and pray. Again, if you're that kind of a person, you might think about Mary today. My little meditation today is on Lazarus. I'm proposing that all of us are Lazarus. Some part of our lives is in a tomb. It's held captive within us. So if you think about it, what part of your life is held captive in a tomb? Examples. You might be full of self-pity or self-doubt. You might be in a tomb of selfishness or guilt or anger or fear. You might be in a tomb of failure. Maybe you can figure that out by yourself. Maybe you're in a tomb of addiction or in a tomb of materialism, and you can add to the list. Think about what in our life we keep in a tomb, locked up. Now, in addition to that, we also put other people in tombs because we make judgment about them. What do I mean? Well, think about the people who live in poverty, the poor. Don't we all put them in a tomb of our own judgment, and we tell ourselves why they're poor? They're lazy or uneducated, or they don't deserve it, or they squandered it. Maybe when we see the needs in the world, we put those people in the tomb of our indifference. We excuse ourselves. I'm only one person. I can't do anything about that. Or maybe we put people in a tomb of violence. That other people who do violence, what we should do to them, lock them up. Don't forgive them. Or maybe we put people in tombs of our not forgiveness. People have hurt us. We hold a grudge. We put them in their tomb. Or maybe we put others in a tomb by our lying. Have you ever lied to your spouse or to your friend or to your boss? Well, by that we have put them in a tomb. Or maybe through our life experiences, through a divorce or illness or debt, we have put other people in tombs. Maybe other sins, either toward others or ourselves, we put them in tombs. So where in our lives are we in a tomb, or where we have put others into tombs? Now, because of that, there's a stench. And I talk about this rather frequently, that one of the things in our spiritual life is that we stagnate. We do the same things over and over again, and we expect different results. You know the old saying, only a fool knows that by doing the same thing over and over again, we're going to get different results. It doesn't work that way. Think about our Lenten penances. We have 2 more weeks of Lent. What kind of penances are we doing? Aren't they almost all the penances we did other years? We don't pick up something new. We stagnate. And you know that stagnant water stinks. That's the stench. And we have to move beyond that. How? By hearing the words of Jesus. He says, take away the stone. Untie him. There's the answer. That more and more, rather than just concentrating on ourselves, that we put our focus on him. And he says, take away the stone, that we would be untied from our selfishness and that we would live more for him. That's what Paul was talking about in that second reading. That we would come out of the flesh, which is to orientate our life merely upon ourselves and our own selfish desires. and direct our lives more to the cross, to the unselfishness of Jesus. So during these last 2 weeks of Lent, open up the tombs, hear the word of Jesus, that we would be untied from ourselves and that we would live more for him.